My name is Anam Hashim, and as you guys have heard, I am a professional street bike freestyle rider, or you can say a stunt rider. I would like to ask you all one question. What do you know, or what do you think it means to be a stunt rider, or anything about stunt riding? Anybody knows about it here?
I'm in the later part rather. I'm a rider rather, not a stunt rider. So I think your knowledge should be good enough for us to learn more.
So, first of all, I want to differentiate what a stunt rider is and what a stuntman does. I was just outside and someone came to me, I'm like, oh, you're the stuntman in the Bollywood. I said, no, I don't do for Bollywood. I am not the like the person who performs the body double. So, in short, I'll tell you, so like, you know, we have athletes in the country, like cricket, hockey and all that. So, this is called a sport called street bike freestyle. We perform stunts on the motorcycle and we compete in the international competitions. But since we have no platform in the country here in India, stunt riding is promoted as like for promotion of the brands, various brands like companies like KTM, Duke and TVS, Apache and a lot more. So, this is what I do, professional stunt riding. So I'll tell you guys my journey, how it all started. So basically, I am from Lucknow, that's my hometown. And I used to ride bikes and my dad taught me how to ride a motorcycle. So initially, after finishing my 10th standard, I asked my dad to get me a bike. He told me, "Arey 10th में अच्छे number ले आओ, तब तुमको bike मिलेगा." So I was just waiting कि अच्छा 10th में अच्छे number लाने, I'll get really good marks and get a bike. So I got good numbers and now I went with the sheet and I told my dad, "Dad, can I get a bike?" He's like, "Oh, वो तो बस number लाने को बोला था, अभी scooty चलाओ ना." मैंने बोला नहीं, bike ही चाहिए. So I had a really big fight for the motorcycle. I was going school with public transport. I left my scooty and all that. So later on, somehow my dad, being a big support for my dreams and everything, he got me the motorcycle. And when I started riding motorcycles in school, all the people were like, I am from Lucknow, so वहाँ पे कुर्ता पैजामा पहन के motorcycle चलाने को देख के, ऐसा लड़की को देख के, people were like shocked. So people were encouraging and discouraging, and in school also a lot of people were fascinated by me. Later on, one day while going to my tuitions, I saw some guys on the street doing stoppies and wheelies. That time I didn't know what it is. I just got fascinated. I stood there for hours and I was just watching what these guys are doing. So next day I came to them again and I asked them, "What are you doing?" So telling it is called stunt riding and you should not come here. It's a guy sport. लड़कियों का काम नहीं है इधर. तुम लोग अपने घर जाओ. That was the time I took it on myself. I'm like, I can ride a bike, I can do this. I came another day and I asked them, "Can you tell me how to do? I can ride a motorcycle." They all started laughing on me. Then I was like, okay, I'll show you guys. So they taught me, they were telling me the techniques how to do and I was able to do it. And that was the moment, the moment I did it, I myself didn't know that I will be able to do it or not. That was the moment I realized that nothing is impossible, trust me. Because when you're riding a motorcycle doesn't know your gender, if it is a girl or a guy, trust me. So you can just go ahead and ride. So that thing came to my mind and that was the moment I decided after finishing my school, I'll move out. So now again, delay karo, stunt riding hai. I didn't know anything about this in India because India में stunt riding like आप लोगों को भी यही लगता रहेगा कि stunt rider सुना रहेगा मेरे बारे में तो लगा रहेगा कि हाँ ये भी road पे करती रहेगी maybe, but it's not really like that. The people who do on the roads and all, that is a different people. They are just excited kids who are very like, you know, at young age people are excited and they're like, oh, I want to show off and get some girls' attention and like that. But in reality, it is taken as a sport. Hungary ka main sport is stunt riding. We have championships in Europe, France and a lot more countries. So that turning point of time, I moved out to Pune to pursue my dreams. I mean, basically for parents, it was education, but for me, I know it was deep down my dreams and my stunt riding. So my parents didn't know about it. So my only riding they know. Stunt riding, किसी को कुछ भी नहीं पता था. So I moved to Pune and I met a couple of guys. There were like 3-4 guys I met and they were into stunt riding and they were doing at a very good level. So I started riding with them, but it turned out to be completely different. Since I was the only girl, I mean, I'm still the only girl in the country who's into this sport. Initially, I was supported a lot in terms like, हाँ तू मेरी bike ले ले चला. By the time I didn't had bike, I used to perform on others' bike to earn my own bike. So that's how I'd earn my bike. Later on, when I got my bike, Then since I am a girl and I was hardly 18 that time, I just got my motorcycle license. I was 36 kgs. Since stunt riding is a very physical, challenging sport, and it needs a lot of strength. So I was working on myself to cover up the physical strength and the physical need with the bike. So I was gymming, I was eating, and I was, of course, studying as well. Then later on, I was, of course, since I'm a girl, and it's not that I'm a girl, but it took a little time for me to understand how to pop up a wheelie, how to do this, how to do that. Everybody has their time and pace to learn. So I was learning pretty slow, and those guys were like, oh, you're learning so slow, you cannot do circle wheelies, you can only do straight wheelies your lifetime. Tu chhod de, teri bas ka nahi hai, tu kyun, like, you prove kya karna cha rahi hai? Like, in a male-dominating sport, it's not your cup of tea, leave it. But I was discriminated, and I was discouraged so much, dominated so much, that I had to leave their company. It became so bad, like I was bullied to core, trust me. So that moment of time, I couldn't even concentrate on my education, and everything was just messed up in my life. But then again, the dream to do it since when I started, that's what just kept me going. I dropped my BCom, and my parents were like, you're wasting your life, kya kar rahi ho, ye sab mein kuch rakha nahi hai, you'll destroy your future and all that. And they stopped supporting. So that was a very crucial moment when I realized that I cannot do anything, but whatever I'll do it, whatever the passion I have, that's called stunt riding. So I started working on it, and I was just riding, and later on, since I started riding, an opportunity came to me by TVS, and I had the opportunity to ride in the Himalayas. You must be knowing the place and the altitude and the problems. So I rode there 18 days all alone, 2,100 kilometers with the support of TVS, and I'm the only girl in the world to ride all the 10 passes and cover the highest motorable road in the world in 18 days on the TVS Scooty Zest 110cc. It's just a 110cc scooter. So I started exploring more about my dreams, and before it was like, nahi, 10th hoga tab karungi, abhi 12th hoga tab karungi. That moment I have just been dragging. I thought if I would have done it right then and there, where I would have been right now. So that was the moment I decided, jo bhi opportunity aa raha hai, whatever I believe that I can do it, I'll just go forward and do it. So after doing this ride, next year, 2016, TVS signed me as the brand ambassador for the TVS Scooty Zest. So next year, again, I rode, and I took 10 more women along with me, and again, it was India Book of Records, again, same ride. So this ride has been a very life-changing moment for me. Apart from all the struggles that I go through, I mean, being a rider, first of all, being a rider also is a very big deal in the country like India. So being a stunt rider was pretty much more tougher. Like, there were support, but there were negativity as well. There were people who were trying to pull me down. Still there are, but I think life is all about just going through all of it, surfing through life, pulling yourself down and up. Like, sometimes you have to pull yourself down as well. So it's just been like that. And so this is all about my life, and ahead later on after that, currently I started my company that is called Dream Motorsports. So the aim of a company is to promote stunt riding as a sport. So, like, you know, people say racing is a sport. So if racing can be a sport in the country like India, why can't people consider stunt riding? But I agree, the people who do on the road, and you guys see those people and you consider them as hooligans and all that. So it's not your fault, because you are judging on to what you guys are seeing. So this is what I want to improve in the country. So I have been working on the, so since it's FMSCI is a federation for racing, I am working on the federation for stunt riding, not just for India. It's going to be a worldwide federation where, like, people from minimum requirement is like 7 continent people. So we have, things are in progress, and it will be applied soon. So there will be a difference between a guy who is a professional stunt rider or a girl. Apart from that, I mean, the people who are doing on the road, so it will decrease the number of the hooligans on the road, because you will have your stunt riding license as well, like how you have for racing. So, and yeah, I also promote traveling from my company, and like anything related to dreams, like, it's just all about that. We support and we sponsor people till whatever extent what we can, just to improve the image of stunt riding, or you can say straight bike freestyle in the country. Thank you.